From the John C. Hinch Production Art Studios in Peoria, Illinois, VideoMax Limited present Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Shane Fryer and Stephanie Robbins. News with McClure, Stella Gillen, and the Midstate reporting team. Sports with Tim Leahy. Spotlight with Christine Gale. Get Real with Brent Dravalis. On the Beat with Brandon Jen. Let's Eat with Matt Moe. Chad Weber takes out town. Street Tea with Derod Taylor. And State of the Arts with Lizzie Scoville. And now, from America's friendliest city, Midstate Magazine. Take it away, kids.
Welcome to the Best Of show for Midstate Magazine. I'm your host, Shane Fryer.
And I'm your other host, Stephanie Robbins. Well, it's the last Midstate show for the season.
Yeah, it was pretty special.
It is. It's my last show here.
Not for me. I'm younger than you.
Yeah, you got many years to come, you youngin'.
I'm up and coming.
Up and coming.
You know.
You and all your famous acts and modeling.
You know, I give the people what they want.
Yeah.
That's why I'll be back.
You'll carry on our legacy.
I'll try.
You'll try.
as well as I can, but. I'm not the only part of this show. There's been a lot of equal parts.
There are. Lots goes into making this show.
Yeah, I know.
And that's this whole last show is dedicated towards all those best ofs and the best segments and the best people doing what they do best.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite segment so far?
My favorite segment would be About Crew.
About Crew.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, of course.
Is that because that's your old segment? That wouldn't have anything to do with it, would it?
It could have something to do with it. I might be a little biased, but
maybe
in my heart, that's the place, because that's where you get to know the people behind the scenes.
People behind the scenes. See, mine would have to be, and I'm a little biased about that too. But who doesn't love free food? Or delicious food?
I'm just got free food.
Yes.
Free pizza. That's the
Any
best.
food is good.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, there's always something new going on in the area.
Let's check in with the news team.
Hi, I'm Don McClure.
I'm Marcella Gillen. Let's take a look at the news. TAP's No Kill Animal is holding an adoption special during the month of December. Calling it There's No Place Like Home for the Days, the organization hopes to find homes for as many animals as possible to allow them to spend the holidays in a home rather than a shelter. During the month of December, all cats have a $25 adoption fee, dollars less than what it usually is. All dogs 25 pounds and larger have a reduced adoption fee of $75, half of what it normally costs. No Kill Animal Shelter is located in Pekin, Illinois. You can reach them at 309-353-8277.
Illinois lawmakers are some of the best paid in the nation. The last pay increase in 2008 brought the base salary for Illinois legislators to over $67,000 a year. About 71% of Illinois lawmakers also make additional money through stipends. Illinois belongs in both the top 5 states with the worst debt and the top 5 states with the highest paid lawmakers.
The families of murders may be getting justice as the blood of infamous serial killer John Wayne Gacy is being given another look. The Cook County Sheriff's Department has created DNA profiles of Gacy and is sending them to law agencies around the country. By comparing Gacy's DNA to the DNA found on victims, detectives hope to find answers to unsolved murder cases. Jason Moran, the sheriff's detective leading the effort, urges other departments around the country to DNA of other executed mates. A part-time church secretary admitted to stealing $67,000 from Bethel Church in Bartonville, Illinois. Amy Pleshko was booked into Peoria County Jail on numerous financial charges Wednesday night. She is accused of using the church credit account to pay for personal expenses and of writing herself extra payroll checks. Pleshko was ordered to be held on a $10,000 bond.
In what is being called the biggest global shift event since World War II, China has surpassed the U.S. as the top global trader. The change has largely been attributed to the rising imports of raw materials, which grew over 400% in just 8 years. China's outbound investment totaled $67.6 billion last year, but exports say it could reach $2 trillion by 2020. Saying happy holidays can mean a lot of different things for different people.
Reporting on 2 of the most famous winter holidays, Mary Rose has the story.
We're officially into December, and that means two important holidays, Hanukkah and Christmas. Alan Buckengold sat down and told us a little bit about what it means to celebrate Hanukkah.
Hanukkah is a celebration of lights, you know, as compared to the Adam Sandler song, you know, 8 Crazy Nights, but it dates back to, you know, in history, and there was a little jar of oil that was only last for a night, and it actually lasted for 8 nights. That's why there are 8 days of Hanukkah and not 4, but 8. Traditional food that is eaten on Hanukkah is potato latkes, like potato pancakes. That's eaten with like applesauce and sour cream.
Meanwhile, others are getting ready for Christmas.
Christmas is just about the birth of Jesus, and so we always focus on when Jesus was born. Everybody putting up the tree together, it just kind of brings the whole together, and we have to all like look at the colors, because we have just like one Christmas tree that we put up every year, so we have to get all the colors together, and then we all put the tree up together, and then we all put our favorite ornaments on the Christmas tree.
And of course, Christmas time is a big stores who have been trees, ornaments, decorations, everything you could possibly need to light up your house for the holidays. So, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. From Midstate Magazine, I'm Mary Rose Williams.
Thanks, Mary. Now let's go to Tim with sports.
Thanks, Marcella. Kansas City Chiefs linebacker Jovan Belcher was having relationship problems with his girlfriend, and all of that spilled over last week when he fatally shot Cassandra Perkins, who was 22. After he traveled to the practice facility and he thanked general manager Scott Pioli and head coach Romeo Cornell. Then Belcher proceeded to take his own life. Although the team attempted to give Belcher and Perkins counseling, it was not enough to Belcher from wanting to escape the world he lived in. Chicago Bulls point guard Derrick Rose is progressing to a return. Rose started shooting, cutting, and sprinting a few weeks ago. The Bulls say he is right schedule and are sticking with his return of 8 to 10 months. He is not practicing with the team just yet, but when he does, it will be a big milestone in his return to the court. Well, that's it for sports. Back to you, Marcella.
Thanks, Tim. A dog at a zoo in Russia has adopted 3 tiger cubs after their mother deserted them. The tiger cubs, 2 male and 1 female, were born on November 14th at a zoo in Sochi, Russia. Zoo officials posted an ad online seeking a temporary tiger mom, but a white Swiss Shepherd was chosen to fill the surrogate role. The tiger cubs initially resisted, but the dog eventually won them over. The dog is cleaning them, feeding, and they all even sleep together.
I want a tiger mom.
I expected you did have one already.
That's it for the news. I'm Tim Leahy.
I'm Don McClure.
And I'm Marcella Gillen. Have a happy holiday.
You think you slick.
Thanks, news team. You know, I'm really gonna miss watching those guys.
Yeah.
Especially Marcella.
I'm sure you'll miss that.
Yes, I know.
I'm sure she'll be glad to hear that.
Oh,
They're a pretty
so.
great gang.
Yeah, you know, but
Lots of great people have come through Midstate, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of them become famous.
Yeah, I do know. But hey, now it's time to take a look back at a great film.
Let's see what Brent had for us with James Bond and Get Real.
The name's Travalis. Brent. It's been a long time coming, but the 23rd Bond movie is finally out. Here's a quick look at this week's movie, Skyfall.
You such a bold entrance into a little drama.
Did I overcomplicate the plot?
Who doesn't appreciate the occasional twist, Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
Daniel Craig returns as the troubled James Bond in this very modern adaptation of the popular franchise. Javier Bardem, Judi Dench, and Ben Whishaw as Q all give knockout performances in what is commonly starting to be called the best Bond film yet. The story takes a much more personal approach in Skyfall, focusing more on Bond's mysterious background and his relationship with Judi Dench's M, who is his boss but also plays a very much role to Bond.
Take the bloody shot!
Javier Bardem plays the film antagonist, Silva, a rogue agent vendetta against M and her spy agency.
Now, here's your prize. The latest thing from my local store. It's called radio.
Sometimes Bond movies get a little full of themselves. Skyfall, however, keeps the movie engaged from start to finish with a perfect balance of action, wit, throwbacks, and plot. The music and imagery during scenes are some of the most memorable in years, making Skyfall one of the top movies of the last 50 years. I give Skyfall 4.5 out of 5 stars, and for Midstate Magazine, I'm Brent Travalis with get real.
Thanks, Brent. There you go. Your favorite movie.
That's not my favorite movie.
That's not your favorite,
by any means.
but you really enjoyed it.
It is a movie.
Yes.
I'm the movie guy. I know all about the movies.
I know you.
My favorite Quentin Tarantino favorite movie, Inglourious Bastards.
You and your movies. You know, a lot of people have come through here, ended up helping out with movies, actually. There's a famous lady by the name of Tammy Lane through, and she's actually done makeup for Narnia and the new movie Hobbit that's coming out. She's done work on that, too.
I'm seeing that at midnight for sure. Already tickets. Well, I got my tickets like 2 weeks ago.
You're ready for this.
For IMAX 3D, $15.
3D.
That's how I watch movies.
You really think 3D makes everything better?
For one thing, I would have just gotten regular IMAX, but all they had was IMAX 3. So I had to splurge.
Sometimes it makes a difference.
It does. Well, hey, there were always a lot of great places Chad checked out for us.
But let's go back and reflect with Chad and About Town.
I've been growing up in Peoria my entire life, and it's been a pleasure serving as your tour guide over the past several weeks. Now, with the end of the year nearing and Christmas, I thought I'd share a gift with you, a gift of reflection. Join me as we take an exclusive look back on the season that was, sharing never-before-seen footage. Hope you enjoy. Now, it's no secret that folks here at About Town are fond of the more natural beauties in life. We took the time to put together a segment of some of the nature footage that didn't make the first cut. Enjoy. Hey, stick around, we still got a lot more to reflect on. Coming up, we'll take a look at the man behind the lens. Plus, when things don't always go as planned, we got all your bloopers coming up next.
Thanks, Chad.
See, a lot goes on behind the scenes here.
That was some beautiful stuff. Leaves and the twigs and
nature,
the berries and the animals.
A lot of people don't appreciate nature as much as they should.
I do. Nature is key.
Nature is your calling. That's why you're such a great Boy Scout.
I should be Tarzan.
You should be Tarzan?
Tarzan. I could live like that.
I'm sure you could actually pull off pretty well.
You know.
The whole messy look.
The loincloth and whatnot.
I don't know how many people would want to see that.
Hey. Yeah, you're probably, but I'm very white. Maybe I'll tan a little bit before I do the Tarzan
well,
thing.
If you're out in the woods all the time, not many people would see you anyways, right?
Yeah, I guess not. But
it would be hard though. No cell phone, no computer, no technology, no television. Ooh.
You know what?
You'd have to get some extra suits to come in here. You can't be wearing a loincloth in here.
Well, you could, but I mean, like you said, not everybody wants to see it.
Exactly.
Well, There was always something going on in Hollywood this season.
More than 10. Let's take a look at In the Spotlight.
Hey everyone, I'm Christine Gale, and this is In the Spotlight. This week, one of Hollywood's cutest couples has called it quit. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez have decided to part ways after a 2-year relationship. Sources say their crazy schedules and Selena's trust issues were the main reasons for the breakup. The couple reportedly split several times before. According to TMZ, Bieber is confident that this is just another bump in the road. In other news, another has rocked the Hollywood world. Sesame Street star Kevin Clash took a leave of absence after it was alleged he was in a relationship with an underage boy 7 years ago. Clash, also known as the voice of Elmo, denies the accusations. However, he admits that there was a relationship with Wizard that only occurred once the man had come of age. Clash has been relieved of the charges. That's all for In the Spotlight this week. I'm Christine Gale, and I'll see you next time.
It's Christine. Lots going on in the celebrity world, as usual.
Yeah, but I like to ignore all that celebrity stuff.
Yeah, because you know you're so caught up in all the celebrity rush you have. I'm sure all those fans and...
I just cannot stand Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, Justin Timberlake, and...
Oh, you can't even say that about Justin Timberlake.
Bow Wow, all these little kids, although Bow Wow's probably like 20-something now.
Little kids? You're probably younger than him.
That's what I'm saying, but it's just, I can't stand it.
No? You don't like the competition?
Maybe that's what it's about.
Is that what it is?
But, I just, and that whole Elmo stuff.
Try to keep it.
Tickle me Elmo.
Tickle you Elmo.
It's close to my heart. I grew up with that.
Is that how you grew up?
Yes.
Your celebrity life with Tickle Me Elmo?
Yes, but speaking of celebrities, now one of my favorite segments is up next.
Is it? Let's see what surprises About Crew has for us.
I must report to you, with a heavy heart, that this is our final About Crew of the semester. And Shane Fryer, what are you doing here?
Oh, Justin, you always did have a small mind. Back when I was the host of this segment, you were still wearing diapers and eating your own boogers.
You were the host last semester.
Exactly. As it's the last show of the semester, and because we're incredibly selfish, let's take a look back at this very segment of the show.
So what you're saying is about Crew.
You're starting to learn, my friend. You're starting to learn.
My name is Sean Koster. I am the writer, producer, director, and editor of About Crew, and I have been doing that for about 1 year now. When I took over About Crew, the show was in a decline. They had just lost the contract with Steven Spielberg, and there was a panic as to who was going to take over this segment. I got a call from the Midstate producer, and he told me, it's over to you, kid. When it came to casting the host of the first semester, it was pretty immediate for me. Shane Fryer, he stepped right into the spotlight, and I'll tell you what, right when he did, I knew that he's the guy.
Sean, in a way, took me under his wing. I mean, I had done some acting in high school, but it wasn't until About Crew that I really was opened up to a whole new level of drama and emotion. I mean, when I look at the finished products, I can see how much I've grown. Not only as an actor, but as a human being in general.
With Shane, we covered a lot of stuff. We went behind the scenes of the computer graphics technician, teleprompting, video. We really hit it all. And, the Midstate studio producers, they saw what Shane was up to and how good he was. And they had to have him for the host of Midstate magazine.
Sean really did that. He was lobbying pretty hard for me to become the host of Midstate. So, I had to accept.
And Shane is doing absolutely fantastic at that. He's great. But I was back at square one again, About Crew without a host.
I remember I first got the call from Sean Koster. I was in New York at the Four Seasons Hotel with my girlfriend Eva Mendez at the time. And Sean just was really excited he wanted a new host for About Crew.
Justin and I, we go way back. I had done some finger paintings with him, and that was preschool. That was in '95, that was a long time ago. And I just remembered his outstanding work, the craftsmanship and the quality, the attention to detail, and I remembered that. And so when it came time to recast About Crew, I went right to him.
Being the About Crew host has really been an absolute blast. It's taught me so much about television production. Sean! I can't get it to work. It's changed my life. It has.
I've cried over About Crew, and talking about it now that it's the end, is really hard to talk about. I had set out a goal when I started, and that was to change the world. And you know what? When you take a look back at what we have done About Crew, I think the work speaks for itself.
Now that was an awesome About Crew, you know? Did you see that handsome devil up there?
Yeah, look at him.
Sean was pretty cute. You know? Yeah.
I was talking about Justin.
Oh, well, yeah. I guess he's up there, too.
Yeah. You're so lucky Sean took you under his wing. You would be nowhere without him.
Well, he's flapping, and there I am. Right underneath.
Learning how to fly.
Still soaring now.
Maybe one day you'll take over his position and carry on that legacy.
We'll see. I don't know if I could do as well as that.
I don't know either.
Man has done.
That is quite a bit to live up to.
He was a great man to work with.
Yeah.
Yes.
Learn all the tricks of the trade.
Yes. Yes. How to do the cameras and lights and
fix remotes.
Good. Yeah, well,
you know how difficult
that's integral. Okay, that's
he could
needed.
Fix anything.
Okay. Well, there's always a new music to discover.
Let's take one of the best this season with On the Beat.
It's been 2 years since the wonderful world of pop has been graced with raunchy pop singer and risque enthusiast Kesha's auto-tuned voice. After a year-long break from the Top 40 countdown, Kesha is back on top with her new single, Die Young. It's been described as having a tribal meets grunge sound that will keep you dancing till you die. That's a popular message used by many artists today. Live fast and die young, figuratively speaking. But despite this fun-loving theme, the rock and roll spirit Kesha promised to bring her fans in her upcoming album, Warrior, set to drop in December, is ever present in Die Young. As far as the auto-tune Kesha we're used to, she's leaving the auto-tune for those who need it. Kesha has been quoted saying, "I do very few things confidently in my life, and one of them is that I can sing." No pressure for that auto-tune-free album drop in December then, Kesha. For On the Beat, I'm Brandon Johnson.
Thanks, Brandon. So?
All that music, Kesha.
All that music.
There's been some good musical references in this place.
Year?
Yeah, this year.
Yeah.
You know,
You're an amazing singer.
My favorite musical group, Earth, Wind, and Fire. I haven't talked about them in a while.
No.
Yes.
It's been a long time.
Do you remember the 21st night of September?
This is my music.
That's everybody's music. That's stuff that you can
gotta speak
shake
for yourself.
It to, you know?
Shake it too?
Yeah, yeah. Shake what your mama gave you, you know?
To Earth, Wind, and Fire.
What else?
What decade are you stuck in?
I'm stuck in the best. The decade of Shane.
The decade of Shane.
Well, Liz has found a lot of musicals for us this season.
Let's take a look back at Mike and Carrie's visit.
Hello, Save the Arts. I'm your host, Elizabeth Scova. Tonight in the studio, we have Mike and Carrie, who are well known in the Peoria area. They are a talented duo that perform live music and they DJ as well. With their shining personalities, they bring fun to every performance. Hi, Carrie. Thank you today.
Hi, thank you.
No problem. So tell me how you got involved with music.
Music, well, started quite a few years ago, but I think it really started for the Mike and Carrie show when Mike and I re-met probably about 7 or 8 years ago.
Tell me how this happened.
We actually met on the stage.
Right here?
Yeah. Almost 13 years ago, I think.
Wow.
I was in your position.
Oh.
He was sitting where I am. And that's where we originally met. And then we reconnected a couple years later after we kind of went off and did our own thing, started to be there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So what do you guys do in the Peoria area? Like, what kind of gigs do you do?
Well, we perform at various venues. in the evenings, like our standing gigs on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and then obviously on the weekends. But what we really love to do is weddings. We got into that about 4 or 5 years ago, and that's just been amazing. We love being in front of a bunch of people and just getting them involved and singing the songs that we're doing, like the dueling pianos would do, but we're doing it with a guitar and 2 voices. So, but we really, really love to do now.
So what kind of music do you perform? I'm saying you do covers. Do you original as well, or is that something you're thinking of dabbling in?
We have done originals, but really, you know, the venues require a specific amount of music, and then people who come and see us really like to see certain songs. So we stick to the covers mostly, and that's where the party is. So
that's where the party is.
We do 40 music, so we can play anything from Lady Gaga to the Beatles.
Nice. Okay, so
huge range.
With all going on for you guys have been doing a while. What are your future goals, you and Mike together, for the music you do?
I think we just want to take it as far as we can. You know, we're in Central Illinois, so there's a specific market. We keep evolving our show. Yeah. Every year we get a little, we either add something technology-wise, or we fine-tune our playing abilities and just learn and grow. And I think what we really want to do is just maybe expand to the regional market, and then nationally is like doing the big events. So.
Oh man, ambitious. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
All right, so what are you going to play for us today?
Today we're going to mash up where we put 2 songs together. Okay. And one is Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. Okay. And the other one is Semi-Charmed Kind of Life by Third Eye Blind, which actually was a song that Mike sang when we first.
Oh goodness.
No.
Okay, all right, well this will be an interesting mashup, so whenever you're ready, go ahead and go.
Okay, thanks.
Smiling, she lives and she comes and she lives for me. Cause she lives for me the way shine. For more motivation, she goes round and she goes down on me. I can make it smile like a drug for you. Do ever what you wanna do. Come and know we keep on smiling when we go through. One stop to the rhythm that divides you. And it's me to you like the birds to the birds. Drop another line like the total with the curse. Traveling like a freak show takes the stage. Given the game she plays, you say, I want something else to get me through this semi-charmed kind of life. Baby, baby, I want something else. I'm not listening when you say goodbye. Do 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 do. I hopped off the plane at X with a dream and a cardigan. Welcome to the land of fame excess. Am I gonna fit in? Jump in the cab, here I am for the first time. Look to my right and I see the Hollywood sign. This is all so crazy, and everybody seems so famous. My tummy's turning and I'm feeling kinda homesick. Too much nervous and I'm nervous. And taxi cab turned on the radio and the brand new song on. And the brand new song was on. So I put my hands on my song and butterfly away. And nodding my head like yeah, I'm moving my hips like yeah. So I put my hands to lean your song, you know it's gonna be okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a party in the USA. I believe in the sand beneath my toes. The beach gives a feeling, an icky feeling. I believe in the faith that grows before I knows to make me crying. When I do feel like I could die, and that would be alright, alright. And when the plane came in, she said she was crashing. The velvet rips in the city, we tripped on the urge to feel alive. Now struggling to survive those days you were wearing that velvet dress. You're the priestess, I must confess. Those little red panties, they pass the test. Set up around the belly, face down on the mattress one. And you hold me, and you're broken. Still there's something I wanna do just to now feel myself. And off the ground, I'm scared I'm coming down. No, no. Or I go tomorrow. She's got her lockdown, smackdown in her smile, and nothing is alright, alright. And I want something else. I'm not in my head like yeah. I'm moving my hips like yeah. So I put my hands up in my song and butterfly away.
not listening when you say goodbye. Goodbye. Sky was ghost rose. I would take a sip, shove it through my nose, and I wish I could get back there, someplace back there, in the place we used to play. I want something else.
Wow, Mike and Carrie, that is a mashup. Thank you for sharing your skills with us, and I wish you the best. And thank you for watching. That's all the time we have for tonight. For State of the Arts, I'm Elizabeth Scoville.
Thanks, Liz.
That's more now era's music instead of your little disco
You're right.
rave party that you're stuck in.
That's stuff nowadays.
Yes.
But, you know, during this season that we're in right now, it's all about the holiday music. Yep.
Yes.
You know.
Get you in the mood for the holidays.
All the Christmas music.
Yes.
Do they have like Hanukkah music and
They
Ramadan
do, the Adam
music?
Sandler Hanukkah song.
Oh,
we heard about that in the news.
I listen to 106.9, all Christmas music,
All
all
Christmas
the time.
music, all the time.
All the time.
All the time. One of the best parts of the season. You know what the other best part is? The snow.
Yeah, all the snow.
Yes, you gotta love the snow.
Okay.
You could make hot chocolate and the delicious food. You could go skiing and sledding and ice skating and build snowmen.
Snow's not for me, but
No,
the
but
holidays
the
are
food
good.
is.
Yep. We have a special treat for you that you can enjoy this holiday season, though.
Amanda will show us, so let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Amanda with Midstate, and tonight we are cooking for the holidays. It's gonna be awesome. We are making a turtle cake, which is a really simple dessert. Looks beautiful on any holiday table. You'll need 1.5 cups water, some Devil's Food cake mix, 1/2 cup of canola oil, 3 eggs, some cooking spray to grease your pan, caramel dip, and walnuts, and last but not least, cocoa powder cream for your icing. First things first, we need to make our cake batter. So we're gonna start with our Devil's Food cake mix. All right, so we've got our cake mix in the bowl. Next step is to add 1 1/3 cup. So we're just gonna pour it in. Doesn't matter where you pour it, just make sure it all gets in there. And then we need 1/2 cup of oil. And then we whisk. Now, it's important to mix it evenly before you add this, because it's gonna get a fluffier, moister cake. Next, we need to add our eggs. We've got 3 for this recipe, but it's really important that you add them 1 at a time. It'll help you get a nice fluffy cake. So we're gonna break an egg. Before putting your cake batter in the pan, it is very important that you spray them with some cooking spray. Shake it up a little. And now we pour. You want to try and get about half the batter in each pan. Try and get them even. Make sure you preheat and follow the cooking instructions on your box. Different mixes take different amounts of time. All right, now we're gonna chop the nuts for our filling, and you want like a medium fine chop. So you probably wanna run the blade over them maybe 15 or 20 times. All right, so we've gotten our cake in the oven and let them cool, and we've leveled our base layer, which means just cutting off the top. Now we're gonna dirty ice, which means just tossing some frosting on top. All right, so once we've got our dirty ice on this middle layer, we're going to take some of our chopped nuts and just sprinkle them in there. And then we're gonna take our caramel sauce and just drizzle it on that cake. All right, now we need the top layer of our cake. Now we're gonna dirty ice one more time on the outside. Now we're gonna put our caramel on top. We're gonna finish it off with some more walnuts. And again, as much or as little as you like, you just sprinkle them around. And now we have a turtle cake. I'm Amanda with Midstate Magazine. Happy holidays.
Thanks, Amanda. Looks pretty good. See a reason to love the holidays, the food.
I'm not usually into all that sweet
all the sugar.
stuff.
I think if I had that, I would just go into a diabetic coma.
The second
Collapse.
she started dribbling on that caramel with the Jason Voorhees
all
knife,
that frosting.
that's when I got into it. It got the nuts and the caramel and the chocolate. It was like a turtle. A turtle. Do you know the turtles? The turtles?
Yeah, it's only called turtle cake.
Oh. That's where they get it from then.
Yeah! Congratulations, genius.
Well, I mean, it was like a sandwich.
It was a turtle sandwich.
It was amazing.
A turtle cake, I guess, for that matter.
Sandwich. It happens.
It happens.
But
it looked good. See, reason to love the winter.
Yeah.
The food,
all
the desserts,
sweet treats.
the cookies.
And speaking of sweet treats, now it's time for Chad.
He has a sweet treat for us, so let's check in with another About Town.
Welcome back to About Town Retrospects. You know, a lot of the time the focus is centered directly on me. But what about the man behind the lens? I sat down with an exclusive interview with the man himself.
Fix it in post. Fix it in post. Variety always wins. Fix it in post. Fix it in post. Macro focus and lens flare. My name's Eric. I'm the shooter and editor for the About Town series. Well, we want to showcase the spirit of the place. A lot of nature centers and nature places, so we try to showcase, I mean, everyone's seen it before, but we try to show it in ways that the human eyes haven't seen them before. Like, I love doing macro shots, which is, or the macro focus, which is when you super zoom in on scene and focus on the fine details. Like my personal favorite macro shot was the snake skin shot at the zoo I did. I saw the scales and it just looks like a complete mountain that's breathing made of flesh. It's really cool. And lens flare, can never get enough of that. I'm addicted to it now. What can I say? I didn't really know about any of these nature centers. I really didn't know about any of the places I went to, so it was great to experience. It really gave me a different vibe of the city on the outskirts. It's just really nice. You go there all the time. It's really peaceful. It's really beautiful. I can't get enough of it. Well, I feel a great responsibility. I don't want to let down the other people in the group. I don't want to let down the host. If he finally gets his line right, I don't want to mess up with the camera or anything, which I've done a few times before, as you know. Yeah, well, it's been really fun being here. I mean, just look at the city behind me. I mean, the great thing about post-production, let me tell you, I mean, you can really be anywhere you want, anytime. Like, how about space? All right. By frame, that's the motto when you're editing. One frame at a time. That's an old phrase.
Shut up, Eric. Interesting guy, that Eric. Now it may come to a surprise to some of you that everything on About Town always goes as planned. Roll the bloopers. Welcome to one of the most prized parks around the country. All I'm good. Okay, ready? And over the next several weeks, we'll visit a variety of locations over the... We'll travel around Peoria. I don't like the way I worded that, so... I can't film it. You have to. Get closer. First stop on the list is the blah, 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 blah. First stop on the list is the Pentagill Morin House, which you can see here. It has an interesting tale to tell that we'll be filling on. This is an idiot. Welcome to the most prized parks around the country. Wildlife Prairie Park has been preserving our state's national heritage, not national heritage. Wildlife Prairie Park has been preserving our state's, I didn't say proudly. Wildlife Prairie Park has been preserving our country. Oh, hey there. I can't even do this anymore. Welcome to one of the most prized parks across the country. Wildlife Prairie Park has been preserving our state's heritage, wildlife, and history for over 30 years. Is that good enough for you? They're encouraged to get up and personal with Australian animals, such as the black swan, and I can't believe I forgot the wallaby. Well, that's all, folks. Hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year all across the town. I'm Chad Weber.
Thanks, Chad.
See, a lot goes on behind the scenes.
You're right. That Chad, he's a special one.
Visit a lot of places around Peoria, huh?
Oh, yeah. Wildlife, which is, I go there.
Is that one of your favorite? Yeah, your nature. Can't get enough of that.
All the llamas.
See, you have that. I have Grandview covered.
Grandview, huh?
Yeah.
It's all about the wildlife.
All about the wildlife.
The
you gotta
llamas.
enjoy nature.
The llamas.
The llamas. We are no longer calling llamas. I will not take this from you anymore. They are llamas. 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 Llamas.
All right. That's fine. Call me you want.
I'm not calling them that. They are called llamas.
It's fine. Well, Chad did pretty good, but hey, there was always more James Bond in theaters this year.
Let's take another look at Get Real.
Liam Neeson is back on the big screen with his sequel to 2008 popular beat-em-up blockbuster, Taken. This movie is a fast-paced thrill ride with tons of action, great stunts, and all packed into a 90-minute film. Here's a quick look at what you can expect when you go to see Taken 2 in theaters now.
The first things about Taken 2 is that the action never stops marching forward. The characters are always either on the run or always on the chase, causing an intense and unique cat and mouse type experience. Check out this interview with Neeson to see what he thinks.
He's got a son of time to find his daughter, and he's going to use skills that he does have from a previous professional life that was a bit of a spy, a bit of a commando. He did a bit of everything, this guy, you know.
However, Taken 2 sees Neeson's character through a tight bind, making him count on his daughter to take in some of the action. I had some doubts about this new element, but it actually adds some intensity to the film by having a more fragile character that is less reliant on brute force to get the job done. Once released, though, it's back to Neeson for the classic big car chase scenes and beatdowns we've all grown used to.
I mean, forget James Bond. This is the real deal, you know?
We'll see about that claim next month. But for now, I'll give Taken 2 3 out of 5 pumpkins. It wasn't really great, but it wasn't really bad either. It was a fun and action-packed adventure with a few surprises that made me really happy that Taken turned. From Midstate Magazine, I'm Brent Travalis with Get Real.
Thanks, Brent. See, there's a lot more going on than James Bond.
That's true. That's true. You know, you got Liam Neeson basically acting like he's James Bond. You know, yeah. Taken 2 wasn't my slice of pie.
Wasn't your forte?
No.
You'd rather have a slice of turtle cake?
That turtle sandwich cake? Of course I would. Who wouldn't rather have that than Liam Neeson?
So what's more your movie forte then?
Like I told you, Quentin Tarantino, especially with his new movie coming out, Django Unchained, with Jamie Foxx.
Or Pulp Fiction, that's a pretty good movie.
That too, yeah. Pulp Fiction, you know, it's got Bruce Willis, it's got all these fine actors. Bruce Willis with the sword. You know, that's my favorite part, when he saved that other guy. Won't go into detail, but
yeah, we don't need to go into detail about that. You don't need to act the whole thing out for us.
You wish
That's
I
what
could.
the movie's for, so we don't have to watch you do it.
That's what books are for, so you don't have to watch. But
yes.
Hey, life never slows down for celebrities.
Oh, and we do actually know someone who's pretty good at playing the music from Pulp Fiction, so let's take another look at Spotlight.
Hi, I'm Christine Gale, and this is In the Spotlight. Last week, paparazzi photos caused quite the headache for the royal family. Recently, Kate was snapped sunbathing nude while on a private vacation with husband Prince William. Since then, the photos have been published on the front pages of 3 different European magazines. The royals won their lawsuit in France, causing the removal of all photo magazines on the newsstands. The photos are still published in other European countries and the U.S. In other news, Amanda Bynes has gotten into some legal troubles of her own. The former child star has been involved in several incidents involving driving with a suspended license, driving while smoking illegal substances, and a slew of car collisions. Bynes, who insists everything has been blown out of proportion, currently has pending court dates. Lastly, the judging lineup for the newest season of American Idol has officially been released this week. The judges include Mariah Carey, Keith Urban, Nicki Minaj, and series regular Jackson. Drama could mean better ratings for the declining series. The new season will begin January of next year. That's all for In the Spotlight. I'm Christine Gale, and I'll see you soon.
Well, thank you, Christine.
Okay, so we have a little bit more Pulp Fiction music later.
Yeah.
Yes.
On SOA.
On SOA!
Yes.
Yes, and if our floor director would properly help cue us for that. But you know what? We can't really blame her because she finds all the great people for SOA.
You're right.
That's a great job. Yes, we must applaud her.
Thank you.
You know, we've had so many people come through here on SOA.
We have.
Great stuff.
Some great stuff.
Always something interesting. Like we had Mike and Carrie earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We have people come through playing guitars and
all these fancy instruments that I wish I could play.
You wish you could play. You could stick to your singing of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah.
Next time you'll be on SOA. You'll have your own segment.
I'm gonna learn an
Shade.
instrument just so I
SOA.
can come back.
Yeah?
You know?
An interesting one, like the
I
next
don't know what
guy on
instrument,
SOA.
But hey, music has always had a special place at Midstate.
Yes, it has. Let's take another look at State of the Arts with Lizzie.
Hello, welcome to State of the Arts. I'm your host, Elizabeth Scoville. Today in the studio, we have Walter Prescott. He's a senior at Bradley University studying political philosophy and Asian studies. Highly involved on campus, Walter is known for his talent in playing the guitar, harmonica, violin, and singing along to his songs. Hi, Walter. Thank you for coming.
No problem, Liz. Good to be here.
Good. When did you first start playing instruments?
I started playing instruments about 4th grade when my folks got me started on a violin. So this is what really got me started on the whole path. But my folks all play multiple instruments, so I started learning from them, really, and took off from there. My sister is the real one of the group with about 9 instruments under her belt. I'm sitting somewhere around 7 if I'm lucky, and none of them particularly well.
Wow. So what are the other ones you play besides the one I listed? Piano, violin.
Guitar, mandolin, a Russian triangular instrument called a balalaika. In a pinch, I could play a domra, which is a Serbian instrument, but not very good. Violin, of course, viola, just because it's the same sort of thing, and one I recently picked up in Beijing this last spring called the erhu, which it's a Chinese stringed instrument. It's really cool.
Sounds exotic, like half of the other ones you mentioned. So you study different things at Bradley, and not one of them is music. Why is that?
Well, music kind of became a job for me. I think I'd start losing my mind. I always felt like music was like an outlet for whenever all the emotions of the working week start to build up. Grab a guitar, grab a harmonica, grab a violin, whatever it is. It's a release, a catharsis, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. So do you have any goals with your music beyond just having something to do when you're stressed, or do you want to learn any others, for example?
I mean, I always want to get better at every instrument I've got so far. I think I may need to hit a cap here eventually, but this next semester I'm hoping to be studying in Beijing, and I hope to be able to take some lessons in there so I actually can play it well.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, it would be fantastic. But as far as a career goes, probably not so much.
Okay.
It's looking more like policy in East Pacific area.
Hey, that's fair. So today you brought 2 instruments in for us. Can you tell me what they are and what you're going to play for us?
Okay. First, the violin, which everybody knows, of course.
Yes.
One of the most famous of the key-stringed instruments of Western music. But I brought the equivalent from China.
Oh, yeah.
Which is called a erhu, which is one of its oldest instruments. It uses a python skin resonator, and the bow is played with strings, but for all intents and purposes, these strings are the same two middle strings on the violin. So it was a really easy transition once you get
That's
used
really cool.
to. Yeah, once you get used to just playing sideways like a cello.
Nice.
No problem.
All right, well, whenever you're ready, give us a sample of each.
Sure thing. I'm going to use the same song with these to show, I guess, the similar range they've got.
Okay.
I'll be playing a Korean song called Arirang, which everyone knows. It's like the unofficial national anthem.
Okay.
So from the violin.
Okay.
Simple, sweet, to the point.
Yeah.
On an arhu, it's going to sound a little bit different because it's using a resonator, kind of like a banjo, but for a snakeskin instead.
Okay.
So, okay. Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I guess just for fun, the theme song of Pulp Fiction. It's called It's well, it's called Mizulu. It's a Greek song. I was thinking, just for fun, I'll put these. See how it sounds. So, arhu first. That sort of thing.
That sounds familiar, too.
Yeah, definitely. And violin just for fun. I'll play the whole thing on this one real quick.
And that's all from memory, too.
Yeah.
Walter, you are an incredibly talented man.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing this with us. We haven't had something like that in a long time. So thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for inviting me in.
Of course. And thank you for watching. That's all the time we have for State of the Arts. I'm Elizabeth Scoville.
Check.
Thanks, Liz.
See, that was amazing.
Yeah, they're always pretty good, you know. He has like 3 instruments he can play.
Whip out his grand piano next and play it.
Yeah, some people just are.
Maybe someday to play an instrument.
One day.
So if you could choose to play
triangle.
any instrument, what would it be?
Triangle.
The triangle. What about the cowbell?
No.
No.
All about the triangle.
All about the
Ding, ding,
triangle.
ding, 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 ding. That's a shape.
That's
of a
how
triangle.
it goes. Yeah, you know your shapes. Congratulations.
I do. It's not a square. It's a triangle. Yep.
Good job. Yeah.
That's how
I
I
used to play flute and the piano and the guitar. Now I haven't played along that. Probably back to basic learning.
Basic learning.
On all of them.
Well, that's the people on SOA are always very good and never mess up.
They don't. We don't ever bloopers on that. They
You know?
do it all in one take.
Yeah, but that's not how it always is on Midstate. Things don't always go the way they should.
No, they don't. That's why there's bloopers, and we have some to share right now.
Hi, I'm Dom.
I'm Marcella Gillen. Let's take a look at the news.
Good evening, I'm Don McClure.
That's all for Christine Gale, and I'll see you soon.
The Shed Aquarium in Chicago showcase. Okay, the prompter wasn't on it.
The camera.
My name's Chad Weber, and I'll be your host.
DuPage County near Chicago, and Tim County's in Cellar.
Today should have Walter Prescott. He's a senior at Bradley University. He's studying poli-sci and philosophy and Asian studies.
This week on Let's Eat, we're going to a pretty nifty place. We're going back in time to the 50s diner, and that's all I got so far.
To their local Miss Control programs.
The refurbished Hotel Piquet will now be scheduled to open at the end of April.
A link between smoking marijuana and developing testicular cancer may exist.
Wow, I'll give that one up.
Wait, hang on. Bloopers are always fun to look at.
They are.
What?
Oh my. See, things don't always go as planned, but that's what makes it so fun.
The best times are the unplanned times.
Yes, they are.
Yes. But
What's life without everything? What's life with everything planned? You have the unplanned. It's what makes the journey more fun.
Life unplanned if lived.
Is that your quote?
That's my quote.
Put your name on it. Send it off. Become famous already.
Hey, it's been a good semester.
Good semester. Looking back at all that, huh?
Good season, yeah. But hey, that's all the time we have for the best of episode of Midstate Magazine. I'm Shane Fryer.
And for one last time, I'm Stephanie Robbins. Have a great night and join us next season. Happy holidays.